Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. We're going to do a little test before we go into the full remote control. You just need to make sure that you can get one microbit to talk to another really easily and quickly before we start to think about forwards, backwards, left, right with our motors, and then also things like tilt forwards and tilt backwards to get your forklift servo to actually lift. Okay. So what we're going to do first is a very simple test. We're going to go and get the radio, and what we want is received number. Okay, so we're going to send a number over here to this received number over here. And what we want is something in here, and we want to go and send a number, and we just want an input. So when we go and press, say, the A button, for example, we're going to go and send a number. And it's going to go over to the second microbit is going to appear over here. Make sure that our radio set, our group is set. You can set this to any number you like, providing you don't have the same number as someone else in your class. You should be all fine. So if forever, we can send this and just keep it very simple. Press the A button when received a number, and so if the number is matching that 0, it's going to go and make a picture on the other microbit, sorry. So what we want to do is go to our logic and go and get an if, and then we want a value is equal to 0. So we want an equal to, which is here, and this is hexagonal, so the hexagonal block is going to go into here. Now this variable here isn't actually inside the variables at all. You need to go and use this variable and drag it out of this container at the top and put it into the first bit. So if the received number is equal to 0, you're going to go and make it do something in the second microbit over here. Let's go and put it as an icon like this. So when we press the A button on this one, it should go and send the signal over to the second one. We can press that, and there's the heart. So we can go and make sequences of different things. And so it's going to go and just make different signs, and of course, just to make sure that we can actually see it properly, let's just go and put a pause in between each bit so we can actually see it slowing down. So let's go and read this. On start, set the radio frequency to whatever number it is over here. On A button, radio send 0, receive 0. It's going to go and send these signals over here with a 1/10 of a second break in between, just like that. Now of course this A button press could be B, and you press B and it works the same way like this, and of course it could be A and B, and on version 2 it'll only work on here on version 2, so A and B. And of course, instead of just this, we can go and create an if in here, because your inputs aren't just stuck to this and this. You've got a shake gesture, you've got a tilt gesture that's going to allow you to go and control motors that way. You've also got the logo is pressed, so if this logo is pressed here, then we can make it do different things over here. So let's go and have a look at that to go one step further. So we're going to go one step further here. We're going to go and get rid of this, and we're going to go and put an if statement inside this. So if something is, the logo is pressed in here, which now gives us room to go and put multiple instructions within this forever loop. So we have this one here. Let's go else. We want to go and say one more thing. So over here, forever if logo is pressed, got my logo, and my logo is pressed, and it's going to go and do that. That's one thing, of course. Now if we want the other inputs, which is my shake gesture, this is hexagonal, so it has to be in an if statement. So let's go and tilt it right. Let's see what happens then. Tilt it left. So nothing's happening when I tilt it right. It's going to tilt it left and send in a signal over there. So there are lots of things that we can go and do here now. That you can see that tilting left forwards, left right, or putting a number in by making this turn right and this turn left and this go forwards. It's entirely up to you. You've got lots and lots of control now over how the motors in the NESA kit over here. So over here, let's go and get rid of that. We put the motor in instead, it's now going to send our motor at 100% speed going forwards. You want to go backwards, we can make it minus, and it goes the opposite direction. Lots and lots and lots for us to go and test here and work out before we go to the full caboodle of controlling all the motors and the servos at the same time. As always, good luck.